We have to admit it, it's been a troubling few days for City. Defeats in the Premier League against Newcastle and against Bayer Leverkusen in the Champions League. But any negativity can quickly be eradicated if they can see off Leeds this afternoon, and in the process of doing so, propel them up to second in the Premier League table. With no international breaks now until the end of March, we are very much immersed in the most intense period of the season, and with the Blues still challenging on all four fronts. Well, we expect City to dominate possession. They're on the halfway line with the ball. Nico, one of the two players who kept his place in the team. Reinders the other. The back four is Matheus Nunes, Ruben Diaz, Joško, Gvardiol and Nico O'Reilly to the left. And it looks as though Tijani Reinders is a more deep-lying midfielder. The ball goes out to the right side to Matheus Nunes, who gets to the final third. Bernardo Silva plays it back to him. He's in the area. The cross comes in, and City have scored already. And Phil Foden off his knee puts City one up already. It was just a lovely exchange of passes, and Bernardo Silva guided it into Matheus Nunes. The cross came about waist high, and Phil Foden, I think off his knee, managed to get it in off the underside of the bar. We barely kicked off, and City lead 1-0. And it goes to Diaz, wide on this right-hand side. Matheus Nunes was calling for it. It's not gone to him. Nico has it centrally. On it goes to Reinders, out wide to Doku. Doku down the left wing. Comes back on the inside, plays it to O'Reilly. O'Reilly squares it, and across comes Foden, and it's cleared. And Nico hits a shot, and it deflects out for a corner. Foden almost scored. Bogle made the block, and then there's a deflection on the shot that came in, and it's a corner. Diaz on to Bernardo Silva. City 1, Leeds 0. 23rd minute, about to become the 24th. A goal in the opening 90 seconds, but no real chances particularly since then. There was a block from a shot from Foden that was cleared by Justin. So nothing absolutely goal gaping. City have won their second corner of the match after Nunes was tackled by Gnonto.
Yeah, good defensive work from Gnonto there. Another in-swinger coming here from Phil Foden.
Foden whips it in at pace. Gvardiol's header, oh, he didn't quite catch it. Foden drives it in, and Perry tips it over the bar. Well, the first effort was a clear header for Gvardiol, whose technique betrayed him a little bit. Kind of rolled down his forehead across the bridge of his nose and was cleared. And then it came back to Foden, who hit it first time, and it was well tipped over the bar by Perry for another corner. It's going to be another in-swinger right under the crossbar. Reinders whips it in beautifully, and O'Reilly's almost there, and it's turned over the line by Gvardiol. It's his first goal of the season, and City lead 2-0. And the reason that they packed the area and crowd round the goalkeeper is for exactly that kind of delivery. O'Reilly got on the end of it, it reached Gvardiol, and he helped it over the line. 2-0 City. Here's O'Reilly. O'Reilly in the left wing position, back to Doku. Doku on the edge of the penalty area. Goes back inside to Reinders. Reinders on to Diaz. Diaz helps it out wide to Bernardo Silva. Crossing position. Bernardo Silva tackled by Gnonto. Corner.
Foden again, he'll be whipping it in with that left foot.
So Foden's going to whip it into that congested 6-yard box. And it's headed away this time. Only as far as Matheus Nunes. Back he goes to Foden. Foden steadies himself, plays it in low. Joško Gvardiol plays it on, and Reinders hits it over the crossbar. Well, Tijani Reinders scored on the opening day of the season away at Wolves. He hasn't done since, but he wasn't far off there. Now Reinders on to Doku. Doku into the penalty area. Doku back towards Haaland, and then it reaches Bernardo, and it was blocked as he hit it towards the net. Breaks now for Nico. On to Matheus Nunes, and now Foden. Foden on the edge of the penalty area. Comes back on in the inside, in towards Reinders, cleared as far as Nico, saved by Lucas Perry, who knew very little about it till really late, but still got a foot to it. That could easily have been 3-0. Now it's Bernardo Silva crossing position, dinks it in towards Haaland, Strout won't get there, Reinders does, and Perry makes another save. And Reinders feels as though he's cursed at the moment because he just can't find the back of the net. Diaz pops it over towards Doku. James gets a touch on it. City corner. They're 7th of the first half.
I think we'll just have time to take this corner, Ali.
And they've actually gone short with it. Doku to the edge of the area to Nico. Nico on the edge of that area plays it to Doku. Doku now, can he find a cross? No, he gives it away to Reinders instead. Reinders back to Doku. Now Doku will cross it. Flips it in towards O'Reilly. Oh, he didn't get enough power on it. And as a result, Perry just leaned a little right hand out and gathered it in easily. Back it goes to Biol on the edge of the D. Biol plays it into the gap for Tanaka. Tanaka helps it on to Bogle. Bogle clips it forward, and City will get there with Matheus Nunes in front of Mecha. Plays it into Foden. Oh, he's given it away, and now Tanaka, and through to Calvert-Lewin, and City have won it back, and then scored by Calvert-Lewin. City have made a mess of that clearance. They believe there should have been an offside in the build-up, but Dominic Calvert-Lewin's put it over the line for 2-1. City made a real meal of that, and Leeds suddenly are back in the game. 25 minutes still to play here. The game by no means won. 2-1 now. Ball up towards Calvert-Lewin. It reaches Bogle. Bogle on to Calvert-Lewin, and Gvardiol makes the challenge, and the referee's given a penalty. A penalty to Leeds for a foul by Joško Gvardiol. 2-0 up at half-time. Leeds have a penalty to make it 2-2. Mecha against Donnarumma. Mecha steps up and saved, and the rebound's in. The rebound's in. Saved by Donnarumma. Straight to Mecha, who tucks in the rebound, and it is 2-2. And City go down the right-hand side, and Foden attacking from the left. Plays it, to the left-hand side to Doku. Doku into the penalty area. Doku now in a crossing position. Saved by Perry, cleared off the line, and then it goes out for a corner. Well, it's all happening at the Etihad. Nunes back inside to Foden. Foden on to Nico. Nico on to Gvardiol. Gvardiol pushes it out wide to Doku. Doku in the left wing position. Doku puts in a cross. Header is on target, but too close to the goalkeeper by Marmouche.
Yeah, it's a decent header, but it's just too close to the goalkeeper.
Doku in the left wing position, on to Foden. Foden now, back to Nico. Nico plays it back inside to Diaz. Diaz helps it on to Matheus Nunes. Matheus Nunes out wide, ball into Cherki. Cherki now, little ball in. Foden, oh, he lost control of it. Then he shoots and scores! Phil Foden! If you're gonna make a go at winning the Premier League title, you've got to find winners in stoppage time, and City have just got one with Phil Foden, who started it all off in the first minute, maybe has won it in the last. City 3, Leeds 2, Phil Foden.